So yeah, the previous one got blocked because of copyright, and this one also contained. I was looking at my own content. Well, no worries. I didn't have light pockets and stuff were going on for so long. We don't mess up with these things at all. None of these. We don't watch these things anymore. Okay, so yep, client work seems to be done, and if there is any more changes, well, I'm going to not work on it anymore. It's that simple at this point, you know. I'm not wanting to put in a lot of hours and on the cost of my time because I have a lot of new things coming up to do, and I have given enough of free work and time. That is what I feel. There were three revisions that I made for him. First one was one cut, then there was a second cut, and then there was a third cut with more crisp and stuff as he asked. Maybe the mistake on my side, but still, time and electricity bill is to be considered. So I'll just say, you know, it's taking too long. So I'll pass. Something like that. Corn, by the way. The thing is, we have come to a point where we have to start working with formality as well. If you remember, I was talking about it in previous teams. It is a software that fixes broken Word files and stuff. So that was our goal, right? One first project, which was an entire product from starting to beginning, including its case study, brand identity design, UI UX and stuff. We are going to do that, and another update would be that the thing I planned for the college expo, right? Well, it didn't go well. So I've been asked to bring some ideas, and I give a reason that I don't have any capital to put on it, which means. But then it was said that if it's a good idea, then I'll put the money for it. And considering my reputation, I would have to just get in with a fairly decent idea, and have to do that by Monday. And I haven't got any, like, well, I have a list of a few, which is like we can go for a meta comedy short film, which I always wanted to make for once at least for once. Second would be, you know, an ad series of ad films, which is designer versus AI. Reason being, designer versus AI is like it's easier to sell it to the superior part, so they might like it, and they feel it's more relevant and stuff like that. So for that thing, I thought my tagline was "जिसका काम उसी को साजे," you know, because we are humans, we do our work the best way. AI can't do that, and I wanted to sell an illusion that while AI can have all the knowledge in the world, but it's not smart enough to predict what exactly is your problem. Right? But again, ad films and short films are like money intensive, and maybe even if you try to pull it off within our budget, it might not be expo quality. So that's the thing. My current idea where I've stopped is something that I make about civic sense, something like kind of a device or something. There was an idea where I was using anamorphic drawings and stuff, but again, I have tried to pitch that kind of thing back a few, not a few, like last time I have pitched something very similar, but so I don't really know, and I have only got 2 days to figure out something to at least say. But the point is, if I am going to say something, then I should have documentation. I should have something that I've researched. And tomorrow is like back to office day, so kind of need to be prepared for that as well. In fact, I would just check if I have my coded files with me, because just in case. No, I don't. I seriously don't. I just have to check it. Oh, I do have. Yeah, the whole thing is there. I'm good with that. The point is, at my office, like I have provided them the entire source code, which obviously I converted from a handmade framer file to the source code using cursor and anti-gravity and stuff, right? Reason being, they can't use framer to launch their website. Months of making, and then they are like, no, we can't launch it like that. What if framer shuts down? What about my website? mm, find it like good enough of a reason, I guess. And then they wanted the source code of it, so I actually made the entire thing again from scratch on a source code. The thing is, there is this guy who owns this company called Android. He's not going to watch it sooner or later, right? So he thinks that I copied the entire thing, which is not true. I did it all by myself, but who cares, right? If they think it's copied, then what they think is true in their eyes, right? Doesn't matter how much we try to clarify, it doesn't make sense. Always remember, if someone has already thought something, if they already have an opinion, then they are not going to listen to what you have to say, even if you have to actually have a good material to say. It's not possible to change an opinion while they have already made one, and you can't really back it. By backing it, I mean, like, I can't really say I don't use AI at all. I use a lot of AI, right? I use cursor and stuff also. It's not like I haven't used AI, but it's not like I have copied it, right? So you can't explain the nuances of everything to people who have already made an opinion about you. Never speaking details. And we finish. Momentous reel. We are back on this thing. It's actually, I wanted to edit this for a long time, and I have been skipping because I had exams mid-January, and the client work was like revision, a lot of revision, and hours and hours I was spending on rendering, which I could have worked on this. A lot of delays, and I really feel bad about that. Or, can we try? I'll just look on the Discord server. If he's there, no, I'll call him on stream. I hope this doesn't like kill Why Discord getting hacked? Like, you know, I'll just lower the music completely. Not triple nine minor. At some point, it should be yes. Yeah. So it should be much lower. So I can actually like cut a few sections out of this. So what happens to websites, man, whenever they want to load a news? Oh, seriously, this wants to do this to me. I'll switch to window capture for a moment. Okay, I'll take this into. Hmm. Oh, I can do this. I can just stop display capture and I can. Uh, don't worry, I'll just switch it on back. But this bloody thing contains passwords. Okay. As usual, I'm having problems. Discord login, and sometimes it's. I don't know why, but it's only Discord and Microsoft. Whenever I want to log in, there is an entirely unique process to it every single time. It saves me a lot of things. Yep. So he's offline. That's for sure. Let's check out a few things. I don't think I have any message. Oh, here there is a little bit of message. Yeah, so I recently resigned. I want to freelance job and I currently have to. Okay, okay. But I'm sorry, ma'am. I have like. Can I be your intern? I can simply go to stream room. So I'll just check if I'm like on voice. Oh, my voice works. And turn on camera. No, I can't turn on camera. Well, my voice still works, so not a big issue, I guess. I'll just disconnect. So he isn't there. That's the thing. Okay, game announcement and Pocket Pets Roblox. No, nah, I have nothing to do with this. Uh, Oopsie. Okay. Okay. Oh, sorry. And nope. What? How is vidIQ like at this? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't use this account a lot. I must be really crazy to check my email online. But yeah, back to I feel like anything that is here could have been easily cut. This was supposed to be a good joke, so I'll just look at it and just. So there is a rule of three, right? Anything that happens three times is really nice. Then we break the rhythm until it happens for the fourth time. So it has already happened three times in a good rhythm. I think I should just. Well, he's struggling to do that. We can cut through a lot of effort. Yeah, I can actually cut a few things as I previously thought. Yeah, I made a cut here. He's opening the box. I can cut this part. I can actually cut this part. Right? And like. Okay. To this point it's nice, and now I just have to do the ducking part. So you just do this. So at this point I feel it should be high. So it will not necessarily be great. Oh bro. So this thing is like on my hardware. So let's say if it just keeps happening, go to media cache and just remove the cache. A lot of times this works because the corrupted cache files which were not playing properly just stop playing. Now there are three things. Firstly, these red lines which are not rendered at all, so they'll play slowly. Yellow, they might play, they may not play. They're just there, right? If all of it is green, then it's completely rendered and will play as if it's a consolidated video. So always remember while editing, this is something which we do. When you're editing heavier footage, you make a proxy file, which I will do from my upcoming projects, because this one I just can't do a proxy file out of this. It's just too sudden. And I'd like to go to yeah, I just make a bin and I'll just call it adjustments layers. I'll add a new adjustment layer and I'll just expand it to this point. Who cares, right? And I'll go to effects and I'll add geometry color. So once I add geometry color, then I want to get things right in terms of, I don't want much in the graphic in itself part, but we'll see. Firstly, this is an 8-bit footage, so if I do a lot of playing around, then it will be bad, obviously. We push down the blacks as well because I'll show you. Okay. See, sorry bro, like your face is out, but you do have a channel all by yourself, so it shouldn't be a huge issue. So we have the colors popping firstly, which is mostly according to his liking, and get a simplest curve because it just works in most cases. And I can just keep it a little more subtle because I've got enough contrast with the video, color is good, and I can just little purple. I don't know if this is happening at this point, but well, with these I can do obviously midtones or midtones. Not this purple and highlights. So I like this color correction at this point. This is too much intensity, so we just keep it a little bit, right? Not too much, not too much. Now I want to make this thing work at this point, so this should be pretty obvious. Hopefully it scales a little more. I'll take it. So how am I supposed to get this like, this thing is, I should be like, okay, I exactly know what to do. Let's just scale. Just take it next to the frame, and this frame is here, and the next frame is again. It's 97, and this thing just says like 150. It'll simply look like this, right? Because it is like for very few frames. So here it should be like this, because at the end of it we will need this thing to jump up a little just to match, right? So now about these two guys, I'd simply add a little glow to them, because well, we are making it look like that, so I think it should be there. Oh my god. Yep. What I'll do is I'll just copy this and I'll just put it here as well, so it is not like, yeah. And what we just know what to do with some meme text. So we get that thing. Firstly, we increase the size, alignment. Oh, okay. A little bit thing with bold, right? And we add stroke, which is black, and we actually do it like this. Center is good. No, outer is the best. Outer is the best. Yeah. So here to get it some entertainment, we face pictures. This one is nice. And just simply save it because with P file, okay, not a bad thing. JPEG, okay. What else? I can go for this image. I don't know. Let's fill the screen as much as I can with this. It's like it's brain rot at this point. I can have to make a cut here, I guess. No, it's not here. Yeah, it's here. Yep. At this point, I don't know what I'm doing. Seriously, I just don't know what I'm doing. But wait, was it like? I just listen to what he had to say. मत करो प्लीज प्लीज डोंट फाइंड एनीथिंग okay so right, so we need to like increase the voice of these segments by the way. So a little bit here and here, not hard to find, that's certain is, and here as well. यहाँ पे I can make a cut. And then I just shoot. I don't know why, but the Premiere is somehow behaving this way कि मेरा audio link होने के बावजूद separately select हो रहा है. So क्या क्या होते रहता है यार. So let me just. I think I should give a little bit of title and stuff. At this point, oh, this looks awful. I would just change the font to something like Arial bold, and no, yep, this thing is working. I will reduce the line spacing. And then I'll increase this. Okay, let me just make this reminder. I can cut this because I have already made the joke there, so I might be losing context, and that slightly puts the whole thing off. Yeah. feels well paced and well. So I'll just get an export of this and I'll just ask for much more opinion because I've brushed it up. I'll just say I've brushed it up and it's only your own that is left. So let's do it. It doesn't feel right giving him the last priority, but I had only 2 works. So, are we kidding right now? 10 minutes. It's supposed to be preview quality. It doesn't matter if I. Okay, I'll just. Yeah. So, a little bit of rendering class at this point, but yep. We go to video and see whenever we are trying to send it to someone for previews, right? We don't need a lot of things. With constant bitrate as low as like 10 will be like fine. 10 is like fine, completely fine. Regardless, it takes 9 minutes, 10 minutes, I guess. Yeah, so coming back to project formality, I think first stage of research is completed because I have a list of the kind of errors that happen. Second stage would be finding the current fixes. How are they being fixed right now? Even if manually, what are the methods? Right? We have to fix those things down, and then we have to find the third set of our research will be how we have planned to solve those things, right? So yeah, so first stage of research has been finished, and second and third stage is pretty much human job more than the AI because now because I have a list of how things are being fixed, I actually want to see how they are manually doing it. What kind of options they are selecting, which menu they are going for specifically. So how it might be very less because Word and Google are like not huge software. They are simply very hand tools that actually require you to fix formatting and stuff. So I don't think a lot of intense work to do. That thing won't be a lot of intense work to do. So we're pretty much there. If I get all my reels done, within 2, 3, or 4 days, I'm going to completely switch to different windows as I was discussing Tiny 10, right? I simply switch to that. So boot thing is safe and whatever this other phase which I have downloaded on this gets deleted, only the necessary stuff stays. So there are two things which you need to remember. Take it as an advice from my end, but you keep reinstalling Windows fresh as many times as you can. Feel that computer is too slow and so just give it a reset and things will work better because you would firstly decide what is absolutely necessary and what is not. Okay, you will make those decisions only save you a lot of computing space, it keeps your hardware alive. So have installation of Windows, you know, every 1 or 2 years. Try and have it like an yearly, because your house, Diwali, and so you might as well want your PC to be cleaned up. And if you're willing to back some things up and actually save them on cloud, well, I know I am a privacy fan. I support more of Linux and open source stuff. Not everyone can have a home lab, right? So you can do this. Or if you have a home lab, if you have like many computers and you want to connect with it, go for it. Simply go for it. If you make your computers like a server, which you can actually by installing just one two software, you can make a server or anything of your old laptops, of your old CPUs. You can actually go making an home lab, which is a really good thing. Within Linux, right, it is like home labbing is a thing for a lot of developers and users and stuff. I can't show now because well, I'm getting strikes. I don't know. Can I counter claim at this point? Can I counter claim anything? I hope this stream doesn't get a copyright. I have not seen anything like that, and the music is also like AI generated and stuff, so not a big deal. It might be a big deal in a little bit of so. I just hope I could show you Tiny Tin right now. I can't, and it's like fresh windows and there is nothing in it, and it's cool. It's cool. Coming back, I have another problem to think about, which is yes, mega event. Like it's what my college calls it. It's a mega event. I'll tell you my experience back then, especially with my HOD. I'd like to special mention that guy. Well, I'm not taking any names, neither I'm putting forth my college name in this. So if you like feel bad about it, trust me, it's your skill issue, right? And if you're taking it personally, then please, it's up to you. I'm not responsible for that. So he said me this line, which is like, you should never forget your roots, right? Buddy, my game was not recognized anywhere by the college where it should have been, right? Nobody cared about it. If some outsider comes and cares about it, that is my networking. That is not college provided networking at all. People from college didn't care. They didn't care less, right? They were enjoying themselves. None of them came back talking to me how did my game went, etc. Nothing. Nobody. Not even students, not even teachers. None of you. Right? The person who liked my game and my work. You gave me a stage for that? That is what you're proud about? By the way, I was fighting for a place the whole time. I didn't get my spot. The spot I put for myself was removed by the time I came. So I really had troubles with even being provided a stage, if you are really talking about that. Right? So don't think I'll consider those things at my roots. The road will be from the people who are supporting my education, who are actually paying up without fail, who actually trust that I can do arts. There is nothing about this college that is rooting or supporting in general, apart from one teacher. And that sir actually does his best to like teach students. Apart from him, none of you. Buddy, you got mood board wrong. Seriously. The mood boarding and storyboarding part is wrong, which you teach. So don't try, please. Don't mess with me. You know what it taught about mood boards? Take an ad, right? Get its color palette, get its elements. Like, he made a mood board from a finished product. Is it really that? As far as I have learned, what mood board is the process before making the product. So you find something that matches you. It can be anything. On my mood board, if I'm writing comedy, Samir Raina's photo would be my part of my mood board. Not because he's a comedian, maybe because I'll put a goat's photo in my mood board because it looks funny. So it does not matter what's on your mood board. It should count. It should like follow through. It should funnel down to capture the kind of emotions that are going to be conveyed by the product or the ad, right? So, and this thing, by the way, if you think you said it right and students got it wrong, maybe the problem is in the communication part. You can communicate more clearly because you are the head of this department, right? So you can communicate more clearly. You should actually work on communicating more clearly, because my answer is based on what I have heard from the students. And if the students are not understanding, then teaching is like, I know I'm being rude. I know, like, this is not the right thing to say or anything, but if you're scolding someone, then at least be right on your basic parts. So, and there will be a lecture. Obviously, if they listen to this, then there will be a lecture. There will always be a lecture, right? One more semester, and that's it. Then we'll get into more of like internship-ish work too, and it will be much easier to stay in the college. And also, working outside is fun. I just have to look at my stream now. How long has it been? Exactly. Okay, it's 1 hour 6 minutes long. And did I get this? Oh, I got this through. I'll just put this to him, and I'll be like, okay, have a look. Have a look. No. Okay, 1 second. And then this was like 16. Yeah. Have a look. I'll exactly type what I say. It's like, have a look. Have a look and tell something. Very odd time to message, you see, but no. We kind of talk around this time a lot. So it's a mentor and student thingy. Uh, okay, so for today, this is adjourned because yeah, I will need review to work further, and this thing will I have to share it to myself. I'll just put it. Wait. Uh, See, the thing is, I just don't want to be in a position where I go to office and I don't have the files. I don't have the files in question. That is the whole thing. If someone asks me about website, I have to be ready. I have the source code. I have everything. I'm sending it to you. Get it done, buddy. I sent it already. You didn't see. Always be on the right side of the offices. Once you have done something, don't wait for the right time. You know, just send it. Send it. Although I did send it in the morning, I have to just check. Apart from this, well, I did send her the whole thing on 17th of January, right after my birthday. How fair? Nope. Yeah. Right? 16th of January was my birthday, and right after that, I sent her. It's been like around half a month, and I haven't seen if the website was updated. Nope, it's not. I can show you my work, right? I can show you this thing. So this is a website which I refurbished up to let's say like this, right? This is my version of this website, whole thing. And yeah, if I go like this, and there's all this. This is my version of the whole website, and this is what they have been doing up until now. So I added a little feature. This is a very small thing, but it helps a lot. It helps a lot. This search thing is very small, but it helps a lot. Rian Bias sent something, which means he must be there, and I must okay, I will message him, but I'll not show the screen for a moment. I'll be like, okay. I'll just send him the link to this thing, and I'll shock him. Maybe there is no need to, but frame rate is really low. I just oh my god, they really make good stuff, man. अफसाने हजार हैं तेरा की मस्ती क्यों हिला डाला ना. I so yeah, getting back to this is what I made. I can show you the whole code thing. See, this thing is like it's a .html file, which means obviously it has been coded, and this is the actual website. So what was this again? The water treatment. This is the refurbished version of that same website. How good, right? I find it nice. And I guess this is also good enough, and we can do this and stuff. View larger map. And it shows Madhapur and all, but the location thing can be fixed. I can just go and find the place where I have to enter the location, and cursor will do it for me quite easily. So not a big issue for me at that point. Totally fixable, completely done, and I feel it's a good thing. I'll just check it if it works in the website phone version. Inspect. You just say it inspect. Oh, it works at smaller size. I just say coming to the phone size. I'm not really sure, but I just refresh it. iPhone SE. Here is the problem. Most of it is not. The navigation bar is a little problematic, but most of it is not. It works fine. Again, it is fixable. I can go and fix it. Right. Okay, so I feel I'm actually done. I'm done with this. I can actually try. Okay, yeah. The only nav bar needs a little bit fixing, but mostly done. By the way, all this is written by me. Everything. Obviously using cursor, but everything. Right? So a lot of code. So you can enter. You can play around with websites if you type something. I will not mess up with this file though. Am I getting some view? One watching. Maybe that is just me. There's nothing in chat, so I'll just put something to cheer me up. With that said, another day near very borderline unproductive, but yeah, I guess this is it.